The end of Piggy Book 2 concluded well over a month ago. In the whole realm of Piggy, it has lasted for a good 2 years and is still continuing to make great impressions among YouTube channels and on the Roblox platform itself. The developer of the popular game has still created multiple plans to continue the Piggy game and idea itself. But in the meantime, we can look back on these 24 canon chapters and highlight some great points about each chapter, and we can do so by ranking every Piggy chapter in both Book 1 and 2. Let's go. Coming in at the very bottom of our list, we have the gallery. Very easy to escape in a matter of a minute or two, and you can appreciate the verticality, but only as a player as opposed to being a pig. And it's very compact and very decorative relative to the other early Book 1 maps. The least they could have done is added an alternate escape right here in the garage, which I was actually expecting the first time I played this map. Now, the end cutscene is easily forgettable and lacks substance. However, Doggy does reminisce the Alleys map, which at the time of the update was new. Coming in at number 23, we have the school. Now, the reason Carnival isn't down here is because it has a better storyline. The school, however, is very bland. This is our very first encounter with Mr. P and Bunny. This is also the first time and the only time we experience the hallucinations from the side effects of Substance 128. Otherwise, this map is just a big old square map. One of many, unfortunately. And that lowers the challenge factor. This next chapter is home to the most noobs and mass coin collectors. Number 22 is the Carnival, and it is open and bright. However, it's very flat. It lacks verticality. This is the first time we meet up with Zizzy and Pony. Very essential characters right there. We also got a hint of Mrs. P in the background. However, due to its popularity, this map makes the cut above the other two. Heading on into the forest at number 21. This is another open map. However, it's very dark and mostly flat. It includes multiple separate areas, each on their own. We learn that Doggy is infected and he is the secondary bot. This is also home to the limited time Mr. Stitchy for the first year of the Halloween event. The end cutscene doesn't have the map's value at all. Now, heading on into the first Book 2 map, we have the Docks, which is a very underrated Book 2 map. It's not bad, but every other Book 2 map is much better. Coming in at number 20 here. We have a bot that can teleport, as well as the opportunity to acquire the crawling trap. The cutscene ends with the player and Tigry explaining each other's differences and why they need to get the cure, and why they are splitting off into separate teams. We make our way to Kona's bunker/lab, where Mimi briefly talks with him, and we make our way into the next map, which is the temple. This map sticks out to me a lot, and it might have to do with the fact that it reminded me a lot of Harry Potter, and it may be because of the unlockable limited time Fena skin that you could acquire at one point when the map was first arriving. This map is home to the beginning of Tio, where we first meet him. This map also introduces a lot of unique verticality, and the cutscene adds a lot of value to this map. Coming in at number 18, we have probably one of the most iconic and classic maps that is reminiscent of Granny as well as Peppa Pig, the house map. The intro and concluding cutscenes shed a little bit of light on the character's background. Coming in at number 17, this compact square map includes a wide array of stores, and the end cutscene is long but filled with myriads of prevalent subject matter. We meet George to find him alive. Coming in at number 16, we have the alleys. Now, the cutscene part of it is already good, and it still gets better. For instance, the intro cutscene is a great way to introduce Book 2 for the first time, and in the outro cutscene, we meet a new character, Willow, who's arrested by us, and then we transition into the present, where Mimi explains that she needs batteries, and we go with Pony and Zizzy to go to the store, which is a very great transition. However, the one burden of this map is definitely this long hallway, which includes a lot of repetition, which makes this map a lot longer to beat. Now, the port map, which comes in at number 15, is similar to the city map. This map includes multiple buildings in an abandoned area, blocked off by cars. The verticality adds a lot of height and general density. The insolent eyes around the map will help you get the Shadow Friend, which is an Easter egg. You meet Budgie for the first time in this map, as well as our great transition into the ship map. This map also shares similar color schemes with the station and the hospital. Coming in at number 14, we have the Metro. There's a lot of open running room in this map, and it includes several places to go to, including small tight cubicles in which the Piggy could easily trap you in. The scene of Bunny becoming an infected right before the player's eyes is probably one of the most iconic and memorable scenes in Book 1. Stepping back a chapter into the hospital, which comes in at number 13, this is a very underrated map. This map is the first map to introduce the keycard system. In the end cutscene, we realize that Mr. P is taken off, otherwise not much happens. For an early Book 1 map, the station covers a wide area of different things and entities, all in one map. Now there's one interesting thing about this map. Beyond the white key door, you need the gasoline to exit the map, which is a very unique feature. This is also the first time we meet Doggy. Coming in at number 11, we have the safe place. This map is very tight and very dense and very tall. This map is one of the most time-consuming maps. The elevator feature is a very unique feature about it. It also incorporates a scene from both the end cutscene of mall and store. Once you escape, this is where Willow and her group will take you into what is presumably a jail, and from there, you are given a big hint as to what the next chapter will be. Coming in at number 10, we have the factory. A secondary bot, Willow, attempts to shoot you. Now this map is very easy to escape. All you need is 3 swords and some TSP members, but it's very spread out, so it's going to be very time consuming. This map also has 2 main endings in which Willow attempts to shoot you, and we really get to show ourselves as a group. And we explain to Willow what we've done wrong, and she now understands why we're trying to help. She wanted to cure William, we were trying to cure Zizzy, and now we've met a common ground. Next on our list, we have the plant, which is essentially an open circle with a bunch of branches sticking off to the side of it with multiple wings. And since it's very open, it decreases the challenge factor. However, Mr. P does help, as the secondary bot will attempt to shoot you, and you can't hear its footsteps because it doesn't have any. The teleportation to a distorted yet similar version of the plant is very unexpected and very unique. You were given multiple Book 1 maps that you are reminiscing. This is also the first map to include music with vocals during the gameplay. Now you were given 2 distinct options for endings, either go with George or go with Mr. P. And this is also the first time you get to see daytime during Book 1. And you were given one main question that George asks: what if we look for a cure? Which is a great ending, and then the montage of Book 1 plays, which is very cool. This map is also home to the true ending. The plant's counterpart, the lab, is another big square map, which is very open and very easy to avoid Piggy, even though the Piggy does have teleporting powers. Similarly, you were also teleported to an alternate dimension in which you were given a handful of Book 2 maps to play through in a distorted version. In the end cutscene, we learn that Pony is infected and he knows it too. Willow gives him the cure, and then we are left with the Book 2 montage with some more music with vocals. This map is also home to the notorious hidden ending. Coming in at number 7, we have the Outpost. This multi-level military base incorporates many indoor and outdoor features and a lot of verticality in a very interesting way. New events and items are added. This is the first time we see Mr. P the cyborg, and we are left in a perfect transition into what would be the plant map. Now coming in at number 6, we have the Book 2 counterpart, which would be the camp map. This map is the Book 2 version of the Outpost. This military base in the snow incorporates a cave in which gives you access to the lab. And before you go in the lab, Pony explains that he gave you the potion back at the carnival. Willow and Tigre have a fight until eventually the whole place gets blown up, which you are immediately translated. Now the next map is the Refinery, coming in at number 5. This dense map includes unique AI for all the TSP members, and this is where Zizzy is infected, and we learn about it. And Pony and the player return to the safe place to find everyone disturbed. Now, coming in at number 4, we have the ship. This is a very tight map. Very great use of verticality. Of course, Archie is amazing. Willow reveals her true thoughts and feelings towards the player in the end cutscene of the map. This map also incorporates the arrival at Doveport, in which Budgie shows them what looks like fireworks. Now, coming in at number 3, we have the store map. Very simple, very quick, easy map to beat. This is a very compact map. A lot of safes. This is where we get to meet the TSP members for the first time. In fact, we actually learn what TSP stands for. We learned that Pony is an ex-member and that Zizzy was taken hostage, and now we have to go after them. The second to last map, the city, includes an array of things to do indoors and outdoors. It is a very wide, large, and very vertical map. There are many new event items and the addition of the secondary bot, Grandma, who chases you around at a slower speed. And this is the first map to not include a white key in Book 1 for the escape. And in the end cutscene, the 3 of the characters reveal their backstories, and then they noticed something lurking in the shadows. Zizzy and the player go after to look at it, leaving a lot of suspense for the next upcoming chapter. Now, coming in at number 1, you guys have made it to the sewers map. This is the first chapter to include an overwhelming abundance of sounds and ambience, as well as the first time we interact with Z and Zuzi, the first and only map to introduce fan artwork and designs. And this end cutscene has Willow shooting Giraffe, but intending to aim at either the Pony or player, and leaves you with 2 questions. What will happen to Giraffe, and what will you do to Willow to stop and settle this crisis? Thank you for watching, and if you want to see more, make sure that you subscribe to Piggy Plus. There will be more videos like this coming in the near future. To get more in-depth info on each of these chapters, you can check out this playlist right here, and you can also subscribe by tapping the Piggy Plus logo. I will see you in the next episode.